Good morning, y'all. Bear with me for a second. I couldn't find my drill. I got to move this camera. I hope my mic's working. Now, if I can keep the Blue Jays from knocking it over. Now, if I can keep the Blue Jays from knocking it over. Now, if I can keep the Blue Jays from knocking it over. Yeah, I was caught in a sound loop. I think I've done scared all the birds out. Blue Jays are mad. They don't like when I move things. They'll get over it. They'll get hungry in a minute. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing?
Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Hey, Rebecca, how you doing?
Sorry about that. Y'all, I usually don't do the microphone thing. It's usually outside, so I don't have to worry about volume in here. I'm doing pretty good, Rebecca. Staying warm. I think it's 30 degrees right now. Hello, Ellen. I have my microphone covered up. You know, that's a pretty good phone I got there. It's got a good camera on it, but when you go live, it zaps some of the quality. There should be about 50 goldfinch show up here in a little bit. Yeah, blue jays will mimic other birds, especially a hawk. I had a Cooper's hawk show up last week, and I was in the kitchen doing something, and I kept hearing the blue jays. They was just raising Cain on and on and on. I came and walked to the door, and as soon as I walked to the door, Cooper's hawk landed on my feeder pole out there. They come in and holler, all the birds leave. They come in and eat, and when they're done eating, all the little birds come back. They're all sitting in the tree waiting and on top of the feeder pole. That's a walnut he just got. My neighbor gave me some walnuts. I put out for him. I should put a handful of peanuts out. One of the blue jays, he don't like my tripod being close to that feeder, and he'll try to knock it over. That's a mockingbird right there on that feeder right now. On that wood feeder out there. That's Tennessee state bird. I got hawks and squirrels and woodchucks. Hello, Texas Nana. I normally use sunflower hearts, and I mix it with black oil sunflower seed. That's for my feeders out there on the pole. And then on this wood feeder here and then on the tray, I've got sunflower hearts, peanuts, and my neighbor gave me some walnuts. But I mainly just feed whole peanuts and shelled peanuts, sunflower hearts, and black oil sunflower seed. The black oil sunflower seed is cheap. You can get 40 pounds for like $20. 15 at Tractor Supply sometimes on sale. Sunflower hearts are about $70 for 35 pounds. Yeah, black oil sunflower seed. You can't go wrong with it. You just got the hulls, During the summertime, I just mow. When I mow the yard, it just, gets rid of them. My feeder pole is movable. So if I start getting too many piles in one place, I just move my feeder pole around. But I mixed the black oil with the sunflower hearts. It kind of keeps the seed better. If you put all sunflower hearts in a feeder, the sun does something to them. I don't know. The birds won't eat them all, but if you mix them in with the black oil sunflower seed, they eat just a little bit better. Plus, some birds just like cracking the seed, I guess. I've probably got about 80 goldfinch around that comes right now. Yeah, I think we got close to about 4 inches. Pretty unusual for us. There's a lot of little birds on the ground there that don't get up on the feeders. Little juncos and things like that. 7 inches, that's a lot of snow. Yeah, Dawn sent some video, put some video on Facebook. She lives in Arkansas or Oklahoma. I have some friends over in North Carolina said the snow didn't make it over that way. I guess when it hit these mountains, it just dropped the rest of what it had. Is that an unusual amount of snow for y'all, Rebecca? My neighbor's fixing to take off garbage. Let me see if I got it. Yeah, if we usually get snow, it's just a few inches. All right, Texas Nan, I appreciate you dropping in. You have a good day. There's a purple finch out there on top of the feeder pole. I don't know if y'all be able to see him here. My neighbor may come out first. What's going on, Rusty? You doing all right, brother? How much did y'all get down there? Y'all was right there at the line where it was snow and sleet and everything. 0 snow. Yeah, they didn't know if we was going to get in or not. It was kind of hit or miss. We usually don't. It usually just goes a little above us. I was hoping that little purple finch would fly down here. Hello, Candace. How you doing? No, this is snow from yesterday. It never had warmed up enough to melt. My neighbor got out there and shoveled the snow yesterday. It didn't get far, as you can tell. O'Brien messaged me last night about midnight. Asked me if I was going to be home today. Said he might drop in. I think he's going to come up and see his brother. He lives up the road from me, Brian Forrest. I think when I looked earlier, Candace, it was 30. But last night it was 26, 25. Yeah, Brian did. Yes. Yeah, they got snow. They don't live far, Rusty. Probably about 15. Yeah, about 20 minutes, probably. He came up a couple of times. He dropped off a tag that Stephen Hodges sent me. Him and Cheryl dropped by and said hello. Well, Squealers. Gosh. Man, y'all don't even see the amount of birds that drop in here. I just show y'all a glimpse of them. I get a bunch of dove. I ain't too happy about the house sparrows, but I can't really choose on, what birds stop in and feeds. But the dove mainly stay on the ground. There's enough seed on the ground. They don't even have to get on the feeders. I seen 2 robins last week before this snow. I've been feeding mealworms, but I hadn't seen them get up there and eat any. But he was around my bird bath that day pulling worms out after I filled the bird bath up. The run over, I guess, ran the worms up to the top of the ground. I need to let Littles out and run around for a minute. She might get her belly wet, though. When my neighbor comes out and scares the birds off, I'm going to go out there and move that other tray. Y'all can't hear the traffic as bad, can you?
Y'all can't hear the traffic.
I put a live cam out there all the time, but that traffic gets so bad sometimes it gets so loud. Man, the price of peanuts is high, Rusty. I pay about $11 for 5 pounds of shelled peanuts. I pay $15 for 5 pounds of in shell peanuts. Let me tell you, they can eat a pound and a half in an hour if I let them. I seen, I looked on Amazon there. They got some bulk, like $60 for 50 pounds. But you don't know what you're gonna get. Shoot, me and Little don't do that. We sit at home, watch the birds. Is what we spend all our money on. Bird seed. I buy dog food, bird seed, then I get whatever food I eat. I think I spent 160, and I barely make it through this month. Start getting better weather. I need to start dragging Littles to the river and go fishing. I think my neighbor over here feeds them, but I don't think they keep their feeders full. I know they don't keep them clean, so feeders too dirty. They won't eat from it either. Won't be long till it's hummingbird time. About 3 months. I tell you, Blue Jays can put it away. There's a woodpecker. Yep, it's a red-bellied woodpecker, male. He was born over the summer, Rusty. He's almost got his full head of his rest of his forehead to get red as it gets a little older. Yeah, they're almost the size of a blue jay. Ooh, what are you doing? Had about 50 or 60 red-winged blackbirds drop in yesterday for a little while. Hello, Dawn. How you doing? Y'all been out playing in that 7 inches of snow? I seen your videos there, Dawn. That's pretty cool. Man, I bet he loved it. I bet he wore out last night. I say this snow will be here for a few days. I'm not sure when it's going to warm up enough to melt. We might use some more coffee. Yeah, ice is bad. There's a lot of ice. You know, we had a lot of ice. There's ice hanging off my power lines here. icicles or icicles hanging off my feeder pole out there. That ice builds up and it starts power outages. I see some blue skies back there behind Michael's house over there. Sun came out for a little bit earlier. Yep. Rusty, I just seen it the same time you did. I wish this purple finch would come down here and eat. Winter's wonderland. Hello, Lynn Burns. How you doing? Hey, Tiffany. How you doing? That's Rusty's rule number one. Sling mud. We used to ride three-wheelers. Them things are dangerous, but they're fun in the mud. You don't want to get them on the road too much. Yeah, I know somebody that's got a couple of three-wheelers, but I don't think, like you said, you can't. I don't think you can sell them. I'm not really sure. There's Rusty's favorite bird right there. I had to back out. My TV stopped for some reason. I thought about getting me a sled, but I don't think I can get Littles to pull it. Man. I hadn't seen the extended forecast. You're going to have to move. I got to make me some coffee. Yeah, we normally don't even get snow. Pretty unusual. I think I see the sun coming out. Yeah, I thought y'all might get some out of this little deal down there, Tiffany. Hello, Ivanka. Where was that? I bet you can't find a loaf of bread, dozen eggs, or a gallon of milk for 200 miles. I hate to disturb the birds, but I'm gonna have to let Diddles outside. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm gonna go outside. I gotta let Littles out. You scare these birds away. Come on, Littles. Go be. Better go pee. I gotta wash that tray. Littles. I heard the snow falling out of the trees. Is your paws cold yet? All right, come on. Come on. Oh, man. What did I do? I moved you. Let me fix my camera. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, yeah, that's going to make them Blue Jays mad. All right. That's got to be the last cup of coffee I have today. I think 3 is enough. I bet my brother got snowed in up there. He lives up by Nashville. He's a little higher elevation than what I am. Poor little Tucker. You know what's funny? Littles loves cats. She don't like dogs, but she likes cats. Carolina Wren. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing? Man, it's so much easier than typing. And I don't go blind. I don't think them Blue Jays have spotted them peanuts yet, or they'd be over here. Doing pretty good, Deborah. I use Swiss Miss cocoa mix. I put a spoonful of that in my coffee for creamer. I need to get some sugar free. That's the only sugar I get. I drink unsweet tea now. How much did y'all get, Ivanka? See there, I see the sun popped out. I think we got about 3.5, 4 maybe. And my porch stays dark all winter. Sun's behind me. My porch faces north. Yeah, this is unusual weather for us down here. I mean, we usually in the 30s and 40s for the low. But it was 14 degrees out of the morning when I got at. I have a bunch of them, Ivanka. I think I had 6 of them, 6 fledglings last year that was coming to my feeders at least. Some of them, when it starts getting spring mating time, some of them, they'll run some of them off. I don't even know how many I've got coming to eat. It's different groups of them. I think I got 6 or 8 blue jays. Right, Don. Appreciate you. Little man be ready to go here again in a minute, and then clothes get dry. Yes, earlier out there, I forgot. I've got about an hour video of them yesterday. I didn't load it all. I just loaded 5 minutes of it. You know, these blue jays, they'll come to the trees and they'll holler a few times. All the birds get out of the way. They don't bother any of the birds. I don't trap the other birds in between them. if you'll notice, they'll leave, and as soon as the blue jay gets done, they'll come back. I was in the kitchen that day doing something. I kept hearing blue jays. They were screaming and screaming and squawking. I went to the door, and a Cooper's hawk flew up and landed on my feeder pole. They'll come up and scream at me too if my peanut bowl's empty. I appreciate all y'all dropping in. Keep me company for a few minutes. Thought I'd get a little video time in. I've been looking at a live streaming camera to set up a live stream with the birds and stuff. Ivanka, that food bowl goes empty quite a bit. That thing I hold about 1.5 pounds of peanuts and sunflower hearts, and they can empty it in about an hour. So I usually give them about 4 or 5 bowls a day. I threw some seed on the ground so some of them could eat. The feeders get so full. I've got enough feed. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 more feeders I could put out, but I'll be out of seed in about 4 days. Yes, I think you did, Tiffany. It was, yeah. I can't remember what it was now, though. Was it a goldfinch or a chickadee? I seen that picture of the moon you put on Rachel's VIP. Ivanka, those deer still eating out of your bird feeder? I think he's looking for walnuts. Blue jay. My neighbor gave me that bag of walnuts for the birds, and I'm like, I might eat them myself. I give Littles a couple of them, and I ate a couple of them, and then the rest of them the birds is going to get. That tufted titmouse out there on my phone. Oh yeah, those deer would come around when they was up there in the pen, wasn't they, Ivanka? They was pinned up when those deer was coming around. I bet the bear ain't been back though. Well, they're probably hibernating right now. Yeah, them some good dogs. I was trying to think the name of them the other day. I was telling my neighbors about them, and I could think a great pair of knees saved my life. She's like Saint Bernard, and she's naming off dogs, and I couldn't ever think of great pair of knees. I don't know what. That is what they are, ain't they, Ivanka? I probably ain't even saying it right. That bird about knocked over my camera. Yeah, they good dogs. Yeah, they keep your property safe. Have they been running off anymore on that tree? I guess the crows got it this morning. See where that squirrel goes. Yeah, if they smell a female dog in heat somewhere too, they'll run off sometimes, then come back. Yeah, little used to when littles go in heat, there'd be dogs coming over here showing up in my yard. I guess as the neighbors, but man, I was worried to death I was going to get run over coming across that highway. 55 mile an hour down through there, and it's pretty hard on dogs and cats. Possums and raccoons. I found two birds so far out there by my mailbox. That purple finch from the other day, and last summer I think it was, no, summer before, I found a hummingbird laying out there in the road. I bought littles from a kennel up. I think it was Michigan. Everybody around here wanted too much for rat terriers. I wasn't paying $1,500 for a rat terrier, so I found her for $500, and they flew her down here. But I bought her. It was $300, and I paid $2 more $100, and had to sign a piece of paper saying I wouldn't breed her out as far as like kennel or anything. I got noticing on her belly after I got her, they had fixed her. So she's been fixed. I bought her what's supposed to be fixed. But apparently they didn't get it out because she went in heat for 3 years, partial heat. She ain't been in heat in a while. She's 5 years old now. You go take them covers off those feeders. Got a lot of snow on top of them. Yeah, I didn't want her fixed. I thought about when she got about her age right now, I'd let her having some pups. But like I said, I paid extra money for her not being fixed. And then I had to sign a piece of paper online saying I wouldn't, puppy farmer or whatever they're worried about. There goes my neighbor. Yeah, if your dog is, if it's out running around and stuff, you probably need them fixed. And I guess it's better to have them fixed. I mean, they say they live longer, and girl dogs, you ain't got to worry about all that stuff. But she don't run around, so. Hello, Martinez. How you doing? It's the first dog I've ever had that's been fixed. I don't know where that squirrel went. I better cut that sage rest of the way down. I was gonna get seed off of it. I went and checked. The seed was still green. I waited about a week. Checked it again. The seed was gone. Yeah. Yeah, them are both good dogs. Golden Retrievers are real good dogs. They're good family dogs. I'll be right back. Yeah, my neighbor's going to the dump. I wonder if he went and looked at his garbage can. You see that black lid over my feeder? That's their garbage can lid. Yeah, I could hear it when I was outside. It was falling. Well, we'll step outside for a second. Where was that? And that was heavy. I say that road is pretty decent.
What better than it was yesterday?
Yeah, I seen them plowing earlier. Man, this thing's heavy. You hear that stuff falling in the trees? Nah, I'm good. Appreciate it. A winning lottery ticket. A winning lottery ticket. I know it. Bye, Candace. I'll see you later. Love you. My neighbor wants their garbage can lid back. I don't think they know they're live. I at least had to get sideways. What in the world wrong with you? Are you on the porch out for something? Yeah, what you want? Quit, littles. Oh, there. I hear that blue jay whistling. Hey, Par, how you doing? Did y'all get any snow? Oh, can't believe it's that close to that camera. They usually don't like a camera that close. Hello, Ontario Ruby Red. How you doing? Yes, I'm doing pretty good. Uh, yeah, I love taking care of these birds. Yeah, they usually fly up and spook all the birds, and they'll come right back. Sometimes they just take a break too, sit up in the trees. Not very often. We hardly ever get any snow here. And even less when we get, if we do get snow, it's usually a half inch or an inch. I think we get close to about 3.5, 4 inches here. But it's very rare. Yeah, we got all the snow yesterday. It's just hanging around. I don't know if we're gonna get above freezing today or not. It may be above freezing now. There's our state bird. Tennessee, well, it's a northern mockingbird. I've got like 6 messages on my. Ew. Yeah, they can't resist peanuts. I've got walnuts out there too. My neighbor gave me a bag of walnuts. He looked around. He didn't want that peanut. He'll pick him one here in a minute. Nope. Yeah, that little bow feeder right there. I used to feed the blue jays on the ground. Then I found that bow feeder and I put it on the ground with putting peanuts in it. decided to put it up here. I usually put a hummingbird feeder right above it too. They don't bother. Hummingbirds don't care. They don't bother each other. I know I've heard that blue jays will eat hummingbirds, but I don't know. I've never seen them bother them here. There's not much you can do about it, so I have quite a few bluebirds, but I was wanting to put nesting boxes up and studied about it a little bit, but I have too many house sparrows. The house sparrows, they'll kill bluebirds. They'll kill any nesting cavity bird. I feed in the summer, but they don't eat near as much. Mainly just the house finch and the blue jays come and get peanuts, and I have the cardinals come 3 or 4 times a day to eat peanuts, but they've got plenty of food. There's a lot of farmland around here too. Grain fields. Bugs, yeah. I have mealworms too. I have a mealworm farm. But it don't take long. You put them out and they're gone within an hour. I did it for the bluebirds. I've seen a American goldfinch eat a bug one day, and I had no idea they eat bugs. A little beetle that was crawling on my feeder, and it was eating sunflower hearts. It reached over and ate the bug. There's a purple finch out there, but you can't tell. It's out there on that feeder in front of that feeder camera. You know, a lot of people talk about the blue jays running. The mockingbirds are more dangerous to other birds than any. Mockingbird will fly in and they'll fly birds into the side of your house and windows and doors, and I have feeders on my door that keeps them from hitting mine. I wish that little purple finch would come over here closer. Y'all have chickadees. When you see titmice here, you usually see chickadees. They kind of travel together. Something has flew up. I don't know what's come up. Oh, blue jay. There's a little Carolina wren. I put my bird bath right there, and it's full of seed. I have them year round, which we have the house wrens and the Carolina wrens. I have a few that nest around here. I think over at actually in my neighbor's broke car. Squirrels eat I've never seen a squirrel eat a fish. I never thought about that. Oh, okay. I wouldn't doubt it though. Squirrel get hungry, I guess he'll eat about anything. Yeah, during the summertime, I have to empty. I clean my bird bath a few times a day because different birds will bring the poop sacks from their babies and they'll leave them in my bird bath. I think it's the robins that do it because they're big poop sacks. That's pretty smart though. Some birds take their poop sacks off to keep from predators. And then some other birds, they'll just go right off the side of the nest. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because it keeps predators away. They can take the poop sacks off. It keeps the other birds from finding them. Do the goldfinch come up to where you are? You are in Ontario, ain't you? Ontario. Goldfinch migrate from up north down here, but I have some that's resident. If I can see my battery. Got to turn my volume down. Had to turn my tablet on. That phone hurts my eyes. I was hoping the sun would stay out a little longer. That blue jay scared itself. What's wrong with it? This goes on all winter long, just about it. They can eat as much as I feed them. What's some pretty female cardinals on top of my feeder post? Oh, she comes over here and eats. What are you eating, Littles? Are you eating some dog food? My dog is wanting me to cook, but she just going to have to wait. You got a bowl of dog food. I've been having crows come and eat over at that tree. I went out and threw them a handful of peanuts over there, the whole peanuts. Come back in, the blue jays sat there and picked them, every one of them off before the crows even seen them. Yeah, y'all have black cap chickadees. I can't really tell the difference. I don't think there really is a difference other than the black cats from north and the Carolinas from the south. Yeah, y'all handle the cold a lot better than what we do down here. This little snow right here, I guarantee you will not find any eggs, any bread, or any milk for 50 to 100 miles, probably, maybe further than that. My neighbors went to the store yesterday and said it was bad. Yeah, we get any ice, we lose power down here. Our grid system can't handle it. Too many trees and stuff on the power lines. We'll have to go out there and probably plug a charger into my phone. I think it just made a noise. Let me see. Yeah. People they panic. They panic, they go panic buy stuff. I looked the other day, eggs are $5 a dozen, which is crazy. I can't eat bread anyways. I got type 2 diabetes. Hello, DJ. Little's doing good. He's trying to get me to cook her some dinner, but you're just going to have to wait. I need to step out there and plug my charger in. That little Joe Finch. The ground is covered under them feeders with Joe Finch. Y'all see that purple finch out there on that feeder? In front of that smart feeder hanging on the pole? That's a purple. I don't know if y'all can tell or not. I wish he'd fly over here. Trying to see if I can find the female. Yeah, the purple stand out. I can spot a purple pretty good. There's a lot of people that get them mixed up with a house finch. House finch is anywhere from orange to bright red. Purple finch, they got like a raspberry color to them. Raspberry pink. Now that they've scattered, I need to plug a charger in. Scare them off for a second. I think I'm done fumbling around. Oh. My neighbors gave me those walnuts, and I was thinking, man, them things look good. I did eat a few of them and give Little some of them. Yeah, I like the Lay's cans a little better. They're plastic. The Pringles cans, I open them so much the top gets wore out. I'll be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom. Yes, a Lay's potato chip. I was in the bathroom. Sorry about that. Here, I'll just show you real fast. Oh man. Oh. Be feeling those feet. Yeah, but man, them things ain't good for you. None of them type potato chips are really. Especially down here. Y'all get a lot better. We got all the cruddy stuff in our food. I know that's what gives me all my health problems. That and sugar. You can't get nothing without. You can't eat. Everything's got corn syrup in it down here. High fructose corn syrup, bread. I wouldn't doubt it's in the dog food. Hopefully that'll change next 4 years. Yeah, now I'm down to drinking unsweet tea. I'll drink unsweet tea with lemon and a little bit of coffee in the morning. And it's cruddy water. DJ, I ain't never been a big sweet eater, but man, ever since I can remember, since I was a little kid, I've drunk sweet tea with lemon. And I mean, I've drank a gallon a day probably for years and years and years. I end up with type 2 diabetes. And I've not drank any sugar in about 6 months, I guess, other than that, a little bit in my coffee creamer there. But and I love eating sandwiches, but you can't find no bread that I can eat. I see that female purple finch is out there on the other feeder. She's hanging on the thing right beside the male. Female and a female. They seen me. I moved too much in front of the door. You have to be pretty still. As long as I ain't moving, they'll sit there and eat. But I make these sudden movements and they're gone. Yeah, there's a lot of foods I love that I can't eat anymore, DJ. Or that I shouldn't eat, I guess I should say, I guess. Because there's no way I can eat like I'm supposed to. Hard to get fresh fruit or fresh vegetables every day. He was. Right now, it's goldfinch. He'll be back here in a second. He may just flew up just now. I noticed what I see on the feeder is a little bit ahead of what's on. I guess there's a lag. I was born in North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, Marine Corps Naval Base. I think we moved here in 1970, something like that. I was about 5 years old. Been here ever since. The bird's fixing to spook. That's how far behind. And that's way behind. I've seen where there's been cardinal spotted up in Canada. They've made their way up. I guess it was from people feeding them. They probably migrate down in the winter. I had a bunch of little cardinal fledglings during the summer. They're little black beaks. Takes them a while to ever get up on the feeders, but they'll feed on the ground. I sent some invitations out in my bird groups. Let's see if anybody drops in here. A lot of times, if you do that in the bird group, the moderators will kick it out. But while we were sitting here talking, I went over and videoed those purple finch. I just loaded them on Facebook. Yeah, that's unusual. When I was working down there in Florida, DJ, I worked in Jacksonville for a little while. It was right in the middle of winter, and I was in shorts. But then we moved over to Pensacola toward February. It's cold over toward Pensacola, Florida. It never did get cold over in Jacksonville. You know, y'all handle hurricanes pretty well down there. Now, you know, there ain't much you can do for one of the real bad ones, you know, category 4 or 5, you know, category 3 is bad enough. But these mountains up here, they can't handle that amount of water. About Washington, North Carolina away. It hit just east of us. We got a lot of winds out of it, some rain. Oh, well. I got that little male house finch right there. They eat a little bit too much. He might be puffed up because he's cold. I've wore shorts and As long as it's gonna warm up that day, I wore shorts that'd be 30-something degrees. But you know, we're doing we're doing concrete and brick and block work, so it didn't take just a little bit to get warmed up. I poured concrete and did brick and block for about 10 years. In North Georgia. You know, it's funny, a cardinal will sit there and eat with those other finch, but you let another cardinal land right there and they'll run each other off. That all changes in mating season, though. They get all lovey-dovey. I've got to refinish that dome that's over that feeder right there. You can barely see it at the top of the screen. That's one of the ones that had the bad primer. I got to refinish it for my hummingbirds. Look, I'll look them up here. Hidden Spring Farm. DJ, do they have a dog for their cover picture on their channel? 181K subscribers. On a 90-acre farm. 90 acres, that'd be a good farm. Boy, I could feed a lot of birds on 90 acres. I probably have to grow 40 acres of sunflower seed, though. 10 or 15 acres of peanuts. Hey, DJ, Hidden Springs Farms, they got a 40-acre farm with a dog for the cover. I'll go ahead and subscribe. I said probably that. Yeah, Miss Helen, she's a sweet lady. I love that lady to death. I watch her. I just don't chat a whole lot. It hurts my eyes to sit there and chat. And so many people talk to me that I can't answer anybody. So I start missing people to get mad at me. So it's better for me to just not even go into chat a lot of times. I just turn it on my TV and turn my phone off. I sit there and read 5 or 6 live chats a day. But after I took that Ozempic, man, it really messed. My eyes was getting bad anyways, but After I take that Ozempic, they're really bad. My nerve, or when I try to focus on reading or any small print, I can read for about 10 or 15 minutes. My eyes are blurry for about 3 or 4 hours. I think it is. I went ahead and subscribed to him, DJ. I say it, so you're talking about. I didn't look at the videos. I subscribed. I had to watch the video later. Well, guess what? I had to resubscribe to you, Ontario. Let me do something here. DJ, there's Ontario's channel link. I was subscribed to you before. I usually check people when they subscribe to me. I check if they have a channel. Here's Growing in Grace's link. Well, there you go. That's Candace's Growing in Grace. Y'all subscribe to her if y'all haven't. She was in here earlier. in our Kentucky home. I have to go find hers, and I can't go back and chat. See. Well, yeah, I'll put it up, Kathy. Hold on just a second. There's a Ivanka's channel. And there's our Kentucky home. That's Ivanka and John. You get Brian. Kathy, how you doing today? All right, there's Brian and Cheryl's YouTube channel, F and W or F and R Homestead. Yeah, Slim, she's a good lady. I like Slim. I'm doing pretty good, Kathy. We got probably 3.5, 4 inches of snow, which is a lot for us down here. You know, us Southerners. Luckily, not a whole lot of ice. Of course, now it's going to get really cold. There may be some black ice here and there, but I've been seeing them grade the roads and salt and stuff. So, yeah, y'all people, y'all in Ohio and everybody up there, they do a lot better in the snow than we do. I've seen a dozen wrecks there on Facebook. You got to worry about me getting out. My truck's tore up. I'm waiting on a part. And all this snow has got it delayed, so it'll be a while before I get it. I ain't working on that truck to cold anyways. My old hands can't take it. Yeah, DJ, this FNR Homestead. Brian messaged me last night at 11:30, 12 o'clock. Said he might stop by today, but I don't see how. I told him just shoot me a text and he can drop by. I'll be here. You know, his brother lives probably 2 miles away from me. Brian's brother. Yeah, I've not did a truck ride in a while. I don't get out a whole lot. I spend all my money on these birds. My truck has got 341,000 miles on it now. I quit telling. I was telling everybody it's got 339K on it, but I put a couple more thousand miles on it since then. They get my fishing license and go on a couple of fishing trips here when it gets spring. I'm not going when it's cold. Of course, crappie will be biting here at the end of February. Crappie will start biting. There's a red-bellied woodpecker. Yeah. Yeah, they're picky about their peanuts sometimes. I'm pretty. Sometimes they send me the jumbo, the great big ones. It's funny watching them fly off. The little titmouses sometimes grab one and fly off with it. Cassie, no, I hadn't been. I had some peanut butter I bought that was no salt, no sugar, or no preservatives, and I fed it to them. I had been feeding it to the dog, but I think they would eat soot though. They won't eat it in the winter here. I mean, in the summer. Cassie, she's laying right here behind me on the back of the couch. I thought about nicknaming her Velcro because she's like got to peel her off of me to get up and do anything. She was playing in it yesterday. She didn't really pay much attention to it other than when I first let her out and it was snowing on her. She didn't know it was landing on her. I think it's only her second time seeing snow. Well, it's wrong, but How the birds go? Jacksonville, that's a big place. I still didn't ever see. I went to the west side one time, but I guess we was mostly over by the coast. I was working for a plumbing company, Tampa Bay Plumbing Mechanics. We was replumbing, taking the copper out of these apartments and putting CPVC in. You know, it's funny. In North Carolina, I was born in Camp Lejeune, but right outside of it is Jacksonville. That's where we lived, was Jacksonville. Cooking little some food. Biddles is making me cook her some supper, or actually some dinner. Pork chops, and some steamed broccoli, and some homemade sauerkraut. Yeah, I subscribe to them. That's on their cover. That sheepdog's on their cover there, isn't it? Looks like they got a pretty good channel. I'll check them out in a little while. Hey DJ, have you ever watched Our Kentucky Home? She was in here earlier. Yvonka and John. I got some pork chops cooking. My dog even likes sauerkraut. Oh no, DJ, you can. I don't care. I don't care if you mention people's channels. I don't mind. I don't mind sharing people's channels either. You're fine. I don't mind a bit. That's how we help each other. That's how you find other people's channels too. Just find other good channels. I had a friend I followed for a long time. His name was Cameraman Ron. He died last year. I was hoping he'd come up here and I'd take him some good places to fish up here. He came out and fished with one of the local YouTubers up here, Creek Fishing Adventures. But they went to Parksville Lake. I'd take him to the Hiawassee River. Or Locoy, right up there at Two Rivers. There's a lot of fish around here. Parksville Lake is just not a place to take somebody for the first time. What you doing up there? Y'all get any snow up that way? Yeah, Michael got out there and shoveled snow yesterday, Sean. Or Kirsty, I don't know which one's on there. I was live on YouTube and TikTok, and Angie seen me on there. He said, "Michael, if we could go out and shovel snow." I told everybody, I guess I'm going to end the live. They're like, "No, we want to watch you." It was funny. I've got to order a pickup coil for my truck. Hey, anytime. Y'all ride over anytime. I'm sitting there watching a purple finch. I need to. Oh, man, he flew off. Yeah, come on down, Sean. Or Kirsty. DJ, I posted it up here in chat. Let me repost her channel for you. Hold on a second. Here you go, DJ. There's Ontario's link. Can you click that link, DJ? Hey, Robin, how you doing? Y'all probably got about 7 or 8 inches up there, didn't you, Robin? Hey, I had a northern flicker show up this morning, Ontario. I got a little video of it. It was a male. They've been coming for about 2 weeks. The northern flickers have, anyways. They don't come to my feeders. They just go to the tree. All right. Oh, I love woodpeckers. Yeah, I'm see. Oh, that's a big old walnut that Carolina Wren just got. I've got downy woodpeckers and I've got red-bellied woodpeckers that come over to my feeders and feed. And I've seen them northern flickers. I've seen one hairy woodpecker. But I ain't seen no pileated right here. Or red-headed. I get some nuthatches. You're welcome, DJ. I think they like them walnuts, don't they? They're good. I eat me a handful of them. Littles likes them too. He likes the pork chops better though. Yeah, I see a lot of downy woodpecker, but that's the first hairy woodpecker I've seen right here at this property. When I lived on down Spring Place Road on Cedar Springs Church Road, I would see pileated woodpeckers on the trees eating pine beetles. Oh no. How'd you sprain your ankle, Robin? Am I talking too loud? I don't know how sensitive this microphone is. I got kind of a loud voice anyways. I don't want to be busting y'all's eardrums. I hate it. I can't have a microphone outside and let y'all listen to the birds, but that highway is noisy. Well, I hate hearing myself. I can't. Oh man. I'll tell you a little sad story. When I first got littles, man, she was a little old bitty thing. She'd fit in your hand. I bet probably 2 weeks after I got her, I got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I tripped over and stepped on her leg and broke it. So she had a broke leg at like 8 weeks old. So I felt so bad. I've got pictures of her with her little cast on her leg. She wouldn't look at me for 2 days. Robin, be sure to mix your own sugar water, please. I'd appreciate it. Don't buy that pre-mix. 1 part white granulated sugar to 4 parts water. No red dyes, no Kool-Aid or anything like that. I was feeding. The Hummingbirds was drinking about a half a gallon a day mid-season. It was kind of a weird year last year. They got here a little late. You know, I'm in a bird group, and there's a ruby ruby-throated hummingbird up around Knoxville area right now. The lady's feeding it. Stayed here all winter. You know, I think what really gets me a lot of birds is other birds see the birds here, and I think it just draws them in. Even the hummingbirds, they see all the birds feeding, and they're more likely to stop in, I think. I mean, I don't do anything different than anybody else. Yes, it slows down a little bit like right now, but right before I decided to go live, I mean, it was covered. All my feeders was completely covered. The ground was covered. You're right, Robin. I have a bird fountain. My bird bath is the only reason I have bluebirds, because when I put mealworms out, they ain't never even got a mealworm, but they come every day during the summertime, 2 or 3 times a day, and take a bath in my bird bath. That's the whole reason I started this mealworm farm, is to feed the the bluebirds, but I feed so many other birds that the mealworms don't last long. I was going to order a bird bath heater. I know it'd save me a lot of work. That's starting to freeze right now. You can see the chunks of water in it, or chunks of ice. He don't know what he wants. I'm going to build a bird bath, hopefully for spring. I'm going to make me a square bird bath, probably 32 inches bowl on it. Yeah. You know, this last pump, I've had this pump for 3 years. I had to buy another solar panel for it last summer, but my pump still goes. It's got an adjustable flow rate on it. I paid like $14, $15 for it. Yeah, I've heard that. And when it's hot out there in the west, you have to feed them. You have to put water out too for them. For hummingbirds. I've seen them fly through the spray on the water hose before. Do you any of y'all watch Robbie the Hummingbird Lady? Man, she's going through it right now out there in California, Southern California. Those wildfires and stuff. I think that's where I seen you from, Ontario. I moderate her channel. I'm one of the mods on there. Yeah, these birds are my hobby. I used to play the guitar, but my old knuckles can't do it no more. Should be having some company pull up here in just a few minutes. Kirsty and them, they live about 22 miles away. Well, I hope they're safe, Robin. I don't even know if they've even got them out yet. I guess they run out of water, which is sad. They should be flying those planes. I don't know if they can fly planes in and drop on them houses or not. I think a lot of the hurricane survivors are still waiting on some help. You know, that thing in California sounded a whole lot like what happened in Hawaii too. You know, with the winds, Santa Ana winds blowing in, but two things happening at one time. Yep, we were. Hey, I found my drill. I looked at that thing earlier. Oh, thought Littles hit it from me. Yeah, watch Little. She's sneaky. I put that on. I did. Welcome, Jace. How you doing? Yeah, there's a few cardinals out there. Man, I got to turn that heater down. Yeah, I've got my phone just probably 6 or 8 inches away from that feeder out there, where that blue jay is. I think living the pork chop done. Oh. Yes. Hold on a second, DJ. Oh, hey, DJ, I think you're behind on your on the video too. Whew. Here's John and Ivanka's link, Architect Your Home. And I got the sniffles. Yeah, especially when it snows, Robin. You know, there's a lot of seeds and stuff that birds naturally eat in the winter that's, you know, left over from the fall. But when everything gets snow and ice covered, they have to have a little help. That's when they need it the most, anyway. That's why I get swamped. Thank you, DJ. They're some good people. Ivanka and John both. Mockingbird. Okay, get little some food here. Be right back. Hello, Jennifer. Appreciate you joining. That's pretty cool. I hadn't seen any kestrels. We do have bald eagles around here, but they're usually over toward the river. I had a Cooper's hawk show up last week. I think you commented on the video, so I'm here fixing my dog something to eat. He pestered me enough. I heard my dog running around in the kitchen. Needs to settle down. Let me put her some food. Come on, little. Yo, girl. I had to fix our pork chop. Oh, she's busy eating right now. Oh, she's busy eating right now. Oh, she's busy eating right now. Oh, man. The volume's on. Oh, she's busy eating right now. Sorry about that. They seem to be enjoying those walnuts. Crystal, hello. Thank you for joining, Crystal. I'm in Old Fort, Tennessee. Crystal, if you don't mind, I'm going to show your channel. Y'all, that's my dog drinking water. I'm on Eastern time. I'm in Southeast Tennessee. That purple finch is back. He's up back around that back feeder. Y'all get any snow out there in Kansas? I think we got 3.5, maybe 4 inches, but that's a lot for us here in Southeast Tennessee. I mean, usually our major snows is maybe an inch. We might get a dusting, but this was pretty good for us. At least there wasn't a whole lot of ice in this one. It's supposed to get down in the teens though, so this may turn to the ice. Man, 12 inches. I have some friends out in Arkansas said they got 7.5. 12 is a good amount. Of course, y'all probably used to it though, aren't you? That's cold in Florida, DJ. Like I said, and I lived down there in Jacksonville. I was in shorts all winter. That was a brown thrasher on the ground there. Georgia's state bird. They're known as the Eastern Roadrunner. Yeah, that blue jay would like me to bring him my peanut. I've got some walnuts, some shelled peanuts, and sunflower hearts in that bowl right there. There was some whole peanuts in there, but they've done took them off. Let me give them some whole peanuts. They'll be back. Yeah, I feed them raw peanuts. I have to watch Littles. I can't. You don't eat them no more, but she's grabbed a couple of peanuts. Raw peanuts, they'll make a dog sick. They can eat roasted peanuts, but they can't eat raw. Yeah, that bagel is gone. That bagel was finished off this morning because it was on there on the tree last night when I went to bed. And then when I got up at daylight, it was on the ground over and the crows was eating it. Of course, that's why I put it over there, though. I seen a northern flicker over there today, too, on that tree. I wish I could get them over here to the feeder. Those blue jays about to come on demand. He's gonna try to get more than that one. That might be the one that goes off. He'll come back with it in his mouth. Let's see if he'll come back. I have one that'll take off. He'll bring the peanut back and trade it. Look there. That tough tip mouse. That's a big old peanut for a little bitty bird. Little. We barking at. My friends that was on here earlier, they live about 22, 23 miles away. They're supposed to be headed down here to visit. Yeah, they didn't even bother that peanut butter I put out there. But that tree has got ladybugs on it for some reason or other still. I don't know if they climbed in the bark to hibernate or what, but I had some morning glories growing on it, and I went out there a few weeks ago to clean up the dried up parts and get the rest of the seeds. And I seen little bitty ladybugs in the bark on that tree. That might be the why they like it so much. Yeah, I like Leslie, the bird nerd. She stopped there for a while and she started coming back again because I like her videos. She's a lot more, she can tell the blue jays apart. I can tell if they're different, but I have about 6 or 8 of them. He's barking at. Yeah, and feeding wild birds. He was in that Helene, and Helene spawned a couple of tornadoes off, and it tore his cabin up, and he said it wiped all the woods out around his cabin. He's just waiting on the birds to come back. Hopefully they'll come back. He said, well, all that forest is all a field now. Yeah, he's a good man. I've been watching him for a long time. He's tried to encourage me to feed them by hand, and these chickadees and stuff, they will feed while I'm out there. And I have sat out there before, but they'll go to a feeder before they'll come to your hand. He said to feed them, you have to take all the food sources away, and then have the food in your hand, or he said, if you leave a peanut on the ground, said they'll go for that peanut before they'll land on your hand. Now, hummingbirds, I can get hummingbirds to land in my hand. But it's not the beginning, not while they're migrating. It has to be later on in the season. Hummingbirds are brave, though. Their hunger makes them brave. Well, I think that the snow has drove a little mouse in here. Littles is on the hunt. She'll get him. If she don't get him, I will. You'd think with all these birds I feed out here, I'd have mice and rat problems, but I ain't never had any rats. But I do get field mice every once in a while from these fields, especially when it gets like this. It gets too cold for them. I want to end this video. I figured I'd see you pretty soon. Yeah.